channel. Today I have JACLYN Brooke with me and Emyle Stansberry. I'll have their channels linked in the description box down below, but we're doing a collab video together. We did a morning mukbang and it was really good.
It was really good.
Full. What are you guys doing on your channel?
I am doing a Q&A all about just anything, nothing specific.
Yeah, she has a ton of subscribers that like want to know so much about her and us, and so we're gonna go do a question and answer on hers.
And then I'm doing one about like college. So I'm doing, Jaclyn will be an upcoming freshman, I'll be a sophomore, and she's graduated. So I thought it'd be cool to do like a past, present, future, like advice for college.
Yeah, so that is gonna be awesome. You guys should definitely go check out their channels. With that being said, let's get on into the mukbang. But this morning we got Chick-fil-A. We have what? Chicken minis, egg scramble,
Yeah.
hash browns.
I think these are chicken minis and those are hash browns.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like Chick-fil-A is like a southern thing, but I feel like
They've been moving places.
Okay.
New York got it.
I love Chick-fil-A so much, and I don't feel as bad about eating Chick-fil-A as like compared to like Burger King or Wendy's.
I don't know why it's like, yeah, this is healthy.
Yeah. So we're gonna start eating, and then I'm gonna ask a few questions to the girls, and it'll be fun.
I'm excited.
Yay.
I didn't know if you guys would want like
I love
Chick-fil-A sauce. Me too, but I didn't like, is that a breakfast thing?
Yeah.
I've never tried this. I want to try it.
So
They're
their
really
hash
good.
browns are so good. Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
for sure. They're good.
We got a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit, a chicken biscuit. Oh my god.
And then this is a like hash brown scramble. So there's hash browns on the bottom and cheese and eggs. And
oh my
sausage.
gosh, that
Tell me
looks
that does
so
not look
good.
good.
Yum.
That looks so good. Okay, so let's start off with our first question. Why did you guys want to start a YouTube channel?
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have always wanted to do a YouTube channel. Like, since I can remember, I started watching YouTube in like 5th grade whenever it was like super old. And I always wanted to do it just because it seemed really fun. And I always like would take my clothes down to my parents or my brothers, whoever was around. I'd be like, hey guys, look what I bought. Like, I would make them sit down and watch me
Like
show them.
model it.
Yeah, like they really could.
I did that too with
I
my
did
mom.
that
Yeah.
as well.
So, and then I tried it for a while and I was just really inconsistent and I was like, wow, this is like a lot harder than I thought. It's a lot of work.
It is.
I don't know, I've just always wanted to do it, and then whenever I realized I could do it to share my love for Jesus with other people and like show people that like there's hope in life, then I was like, okay, like I actually really want to do this.
Yeah,
And then
and she has the best subscribers, you guys. Like,
they're so nice. They're the best, and I'm sure they're going to be watching this.
Yeah.
So I love you guys.
They're so positive and uplifting, and
They are.
a
They
lot of
really
them love
are.
Jesus. It's awesome. Okay, do you know why you want to start
Yeah,
YouTube?
it was pretty much the
This is
same
really
thing.
good.
Like,
Is it good?
I just love makeup and like fashion, and I don't know. And then once I got to college, I was like, all right, I need something fun to do because all I'm doing is homework and like
Yeah.
school stuff. So I decided to do that. But yeah, it's been definitely hard to like start off and
It's
like
so hard.
no ideas of what to do. But
That's the hardest part is like, I'm the worst eater. I'm sorry.
No, I don't care.
The hardest part is like constantly having to be consistent with content and like putting
Coming
stuff out.
up with content all
yeah,
the time.
I'm not creative at all,
Yeah.
so it's really hard.
I try to be, but I'm not. I don't know.
you're
Do
good.
I need
though.
help?
Yeah,
So why did I want to start one?
we both did. We always talked
We
about
started
it.
at the same time, actually.
Yeah.
And then we were like inconsistent, and I
We were
just
so
started
bad
being
things.
consistent like what, 6 months ago. So I started because my first YouTuber I watched, like
But that's
beauty
not good.
YouTuber, was like Juicy Star 07. Remember them?
Yes,
And-
they were my favorite.
Yes.
Where are they now?
I don't know. I don't
know.
think they even do it anymore. But I was like, wow, that would be so cool to be able to do that. And then once we started finding out like it could be a job, I was like, wow, like
Yeah.
I would want to do that for my job. So I love makeup. I'm a makeup artist, and I just thought it went hand in hand. So
That was a good question.
okay. What's your favorite part about making YouTube videos?
The fact that I get all my words out.
She has a lot of words.
I have so many. My parents,
Yeah.
they are like, Jaclyn, did you like... I would come home from school and they'd be like, wow, did you like not get the chance to talk because like you just keep talking. But it really does help me with that. It's like a little therapy for me.
It is really, yeah, it is therapeutic.
It really is. Like whenever I'm just having like a not so great day, like I'll film and it just makes me so happy, and then I get done, I'm like, wow, like I don't know, it's just weird, but
like immediately
accomplished.
Yeah.
I don't know, I like the vlogs because I can look back on memories and like,
that's a good one.
I don't know, I really like that because they're always gonna be
really
there,
good.
so you can
And
always.
They just went to Europe actually, so you guys should go check out their vlogs.
Yeah, so no, when I left my camera in Europe with Grant or his
Oh, I'm like,
not
you
my camera,
serious?
but like
Yeah.
camera, so I haven't
Oh
gotten to
my
post
gosh.
anything yet.
I think I have food in my teeth.
Hi.
Hello. Good morning.
Mama Donna's here. Come on.
Do you like that?
Come over. Say hi. Yeah, that's cute. We're having a morning Chick-fil-A mukbang. You know what a mukbang is?
Nope.
You just talk and eat, and people
Yeah.
like to watch that for some reason.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing.
And Chick-fil-A is a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When did you guys accept Christ?
I feel like I kind of grew up being like, oh yeah, like
Mhm.
I'm a Christ follower, like. But then freshman years, whenever I think I decided like, okay, like this is what I want to do, and like I got baptized and stuff. But then like this past year, really this past 2 years, is whenever I was really like, all right, this is what I want to live for. Like
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna like be different, like
Yeah.
and not just do whatever everyone else is doing.
Like
so.
go to church every Sunday. I feel like in the South it's like very known to like you just go to church, but you kind of can do whatever you want during the weekdays. You
Yeah,
know?
and it's so wrong.
It's so
I know.
religious.
yeah.
Just as long as you
Yeah.
go to church, then
Then you're okay.
Yeah.
Like check that off my list.
Yeah, I can go to heaven. You
Yeah.
know? And that's so not how it is.
And
you
it's
know?
sad that you get deceived by that, and
Yeah.
that people kind of like accept that, because like I try to make that clear to people that that's not the way it is, because how sad to live your whole life thinking that
No.
and think
like,
that you're right when you're not.
Yeah, exactly.
My story is literally exactly the same as Emily.
I think mine too.
Yeah, like I just grew up, and freshman year was whenever I was like, okay, like this is, I can either go this way or this way. Like
Yeah.
it was a big decision, and because that's such a big time of change, because
Right.
everybody else is changing. And I'm so thankful that I decided to go the other way and not the way with everybody, because who knows where I would be. But yeah, that's whenever I really took it seriously and realized like, whoa, this is life or death for the people around me.
Yeah.
So
I think that was the same for me. Like I accepted Christ, my mom said, like really young. And I've just always grown up talking about him and like believing in Jesus. Okay, what's one of the best things that's ever happened to you? That's a hard one, but
I know the answer. YouTube.
yeah.
Would you say that?
Yeah.
Because I was just going through a really hard time, and like, trying to get the feeling. And like I said, it was almost like a therapy. And then whenever I like, it sparked in my mind that I could use this to glorify God. Like, I realized there was nothing else I wanted to do. It was so bad. Like my senior year, my focus has always been school. Like I've really been good about that, but I just did not care. I was like, nope, like what's more important to me? YouTube, because it was like, I felt like it was like a calling, I guess you could say. And it was like my passion. And then like I'd have to study, and like, oh, I hate this, you know, like I don't know.
What's one of the best things that ever happened to you?
Oh wow. I think I know the answer for you.
What?
Maybe this is bad, but I was gonna say Grant.
I know. I was
Yeah.
gonna say sorry. That's like such a cheesy answer.
Yeah,
and
my
I-
boyfriend.
I don't want to like make it seem like an idol.
No, but I really do. I believe, because like I've seen how you, like from my perspective, being an outsider of your relationship, I've seen how like you have pushed Grant to grow closer to Christ, and I know it works the other way. And I would say that is exactly what a relationship should be like.
Yeah.
Totally.
So
Yeah, like I would say Kyle too, and like Kyle's so different.
I forgot we've got this.
I know we have biscuits too. Kyle's so different from me, but we're also pretty similar in some things. So
Right.
we have like grown each other
Yeah.
in ways that
Yeah.
the other person like didn't grow up, and
Yeah,
it's
like
been
how
really helpful.
you're so
yeah.
introverted.
Yeah,
Me too.
Yeah,
That's literally how me and Grant are. I'm such an introvert.
Yeah.
And he's such an extrovert. So it really like has helped me to be like, all right, like
Yeah,
pushed
exactly.
me to like go out and make friends
do
and
things.
stuff.
Do
And, like,
stupid things sometimes.
Yeah.
yeah, and like believe in dreams. Like YouTube, I would never think before like it could go anywhere.
Kyle is so good.
But Kyle's like, no, like this can be a real thing. Like he's the one that pushed both of us to do it.
Because like I remember at Ryan's baptism, we sat on the back of the truck and we were like, we explained to him how we both wanted to do it, and then because he didn't really get like the whole business side of it, and like we explained it to him, he was like, "Oh my gosh!"
And he gets so excited.
He was so excited. By the end of it, he was happier than we were about trying to do it.
And like he's always talking to me like about what I need to be doing, and so yeah, he's really positive and uplifting and encouraging about it. So this is kind of a hard one, and if you don't want to answer it, we don't have to. But what's one of the hardest things that's ever happened to you?
I think for me it was breaking up with my boyfriend at the time. That's why I was sad before YouTube, because it was something I didn't want to do, but I knew God was calling me to do it. So it was more of just taking that leap of faith. That was hard for me. Yeah, because I was like, okay, God, like this is the moment that I'm like literally fully trusting you.
Okay, so for me, it would be this past year, my dad passed away in September. And so that was like super hard. Like this, okay. I don't know how to, no, I'm just not good with like words. Okay, so 2 years ago, I found out that my dad was doing drugs. And so that was just kind of started the whole thing. He had been struggling for like years before that, but I just never knew about it. But it just got worse like 2 years ago. And so he passed away from an accidental overdose, and that was just a complete like shock and not expected. Like I had it in the back of my head like this could happen, but I never like thought it would happen. And so I was like on my way home back from school, it was like on my birthday, and I was just so excited to like come home and hang out with my family and friends, and then I got this call from my mom telling me that he had passed away. So that was definitely the hardest part of my life, but it's really just shown me like God is still so good through the hard times. And like I don't know, sometimes I just look at my faith and I'm like, how can I like still believe? And like it's totally just God. Like it's nothing to do with me. Like he just has put that in my heart, and he, I don't know, like even through YouTube, like me being open about it, people have messaged me and commented on stuff and telling me that their parent has struggled with drugs or like just lost a parent too. So
that's so cool.
It's just been,
through all that pain, like God's gonna bring
and
something
it's
good
so
out
easy to feel alone during that, and that's why I love like things like YouTube and when people are open with their struggles, because other people are going through the same thing, and it's so hard.
So this has really grown my faith and just grown me so much closer to God. And I know that like God saved him from his addiction, because he was so sick and so miserable, and he didn't want that addiction. Like he tried so hard, he went to rehab and stuff, but God just saved him from that. And I'm just like have to remind myself to like rejoice that he could be in heaven. Like no more suffering, no more like struggling every day to like find drugs or like to not be sick. And so
that's such a good way to look at it.
That is so positive.
It's hard to,
I don't know how.
It's hard to make myself think that way, but because it's still so hard.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And even just like that she has the strength to talk about it on camera is so cool to me, you know, and tell you guys all about it.
Yeah.
I'll actually be interviewing her sister about her whole story.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to check that out, I don't know when I'm going to post it, but it should be sometime this month. So just more about her story and how you guys can help out if you want. We can even leave that down in the description box too. I don't even want to go after you because mine is literally the lamest thing in the world.
No, it's still like so hard. Life is hard.
Oh no, like nothing. It's not even close to that. But it would probably be when me and Kyle broke up too. That was like one of the biggest things. Like I know this isn't right. I know we both broke up for like 3 months. We dated for 2 years before that. And like the feeling we both felt during that time was just like, this isn't right. But we grew so much during that time, and when we got back together, we were like better than we ever were before. So I think that was really necessary.
Yeah.
So anyways, moving on to happier subjects. What's your favorite app to edit your photos with?
Ooh. Lightroom for sure.
Lightroom.
I love Lightroom.
Yeah.
It's so fun to edit pictures. Like
You can just completely change a picture.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
It
I
is
love
amazing.
once I'm done with like editing the picture, I'll like click on it to see the before.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
like,
that.
Oh my goodness,
I
it's
know.
so awesome.
Did you guys get it on your computer or on your phone?
I have it
did
on
the phone.
I have it on both, but
Yeah.
I never use it on my computer. I always use it on my
That's
phone.
what I figured I would do. I was like, am I really gonna
I
use
know,
it? And
yeah.
then,
Do you
So
guys
it's like
have
the same.
presets or did you buy
So
presets?
she bought the Aspen.
Yeah.
Oh, I love her.
I was gonna do a video on it because people have been asking me like
I was
crazy.
going
Oh,
to.
sorry.
What I've been, no,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
totally okay. So you guys can stay tuned for that. But yeah, so I bought those presets right before our trip because I knew I wanted to do some presets. I really wanted to do the Teza presets or the Hello Fashion blog,
She has
both
good
of them,
ones,
but
too.
they didn't have the mobile ones, and I really wanted mobile ones.
Yeah.
And what was also a deciding factor is me and Aspen have like the same light skin, light hair.
Yes, yeah.
And
That's
I was
such
afraid
a
of like,
big-
yeah, because it does make a huge difference. Like whenever,
Yeah.
it's hard to edit pictures with both of us in it because she's so much darker than
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Because I'm super pale, and so it's hard to like not make her look orange.
Yeah.
If you guys buy presets, that's the biggest thing I've noticed is like, oh, I like that, like I like how it's edited, but that girl doesn't look like me.
You have
And
to look
so
alike.
when I bought the presets, I bought travel in her shoes, and she's like blonde, light hair, and she always takes pictures at the beach, and I'm like, I'm never at the beach, so it's a little bit harder to edit those presets, and so yeah, I really need to find one like like me. But I use Lightroom. I guess we all use Lightroom.
It's really good. I recommend it.
Yeah, we started off with Visco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
easy
do.
one, but you can't be as creative as you can in Lightroom. And I would say Lightroom is almost easier than Visco. Like Visco, whenever you're dealing with little tedious things like colors and stuff.
Totally, yeah. Remy, you're
Remy's
so
just on my
cute.
lap.
If you had to choose one other job besides YouTube, what would it be?
Oh gosh. This being a mom a job.
Yeah, I know. That's all of us,
Me
right?
too.
I want to
That's
be a
the first
mom
thing.
so
I want to be
bad.
a mom.
Yeah, that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
too.
Yeah. I guess a makeup artist because I'm already a makeup artist.
Yeah.
So I guess
Yeah.
that's what I would do if I wasn't doing YouTube. Like, I'd do
Yeah.
that full time. But
Yeah. I want to be a teacher. So, but still, it's like, yeah, I want to be a teacher, but my main like thing is I want to be a wife and a mom.
I
Like,
know.
that's
my
me too.
biggest
That is my
desire.
biggest. Yeah, me too. Like there's nothing I want more in life than to have like a marriage that glorifies God and then be able to teach my kids
Yes.
through my marriage, not by force, not by being you need to go to church, none of that.
Yeah.
Like of course it's good to encourage,
just
but
by example.
yeah, and
Yeah.
and I think that is so important to me, and I think a lot of girls that should be important to you as a believer. So as a job, I would say, I don't know, I've wanted to do so many things in life. Like I can go through so many careers. I used to want to do hair, but I think I've grown out of that. I
Yeah.
really wanted to be a
She's really good at
teacher
hair, but-
for a really long time.
Yeah.
But I just didn't want to work in a school system. But if I had, I don't know what I would do. Maybe a business. I really love anything business. Like
Yeah.
it's so interesting to me, and I love a challenge, and that's very challenging.
Yeah.
So I'd probably do like my own business. I just don't
Yeah.
know what I would
Yeah.
do. Like
Yeah.
maybe something with clothes or
Boutique or something like
yeah.
that. Okay.
We should open up a boutique together.
That would be
That would be so much fun. Three
fun.
sisters
About
boutique.
business.
We go on
But-
Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Jaclyn would have to talk because I don't know. We would be too shy. Okay, so we're gonna play a game
Oh gosh.
where you have to come up with as many names starting with the letter H as we can. So we're gonna like go back and
H
forth.
like
Heather.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Holly.
Heather.
Hannah.
Hope.
Oh, we already did Heather.
Guys, what the heck? Haley.
Harold.
Oh, I was thinking girl.
Oh, does it have to be
Hannah?
Okay.
Hallie.
Hallie Jane.
Did I say Holly?
Okay, would you guys rather have $1 million or 1 million subscribers?
1 million subscribers. Having a lot of money really scares me.
Oh, I do. Yeah.
That
I don't want
have
it.
no desire. I don't either because
I don't.
with a lot of money becomes a lot of responsibility. Like to
It's
do
true.
what is good with that money, and I
Yeah.
feel like my desires obviously are going to be more than like what I should do with that money,
Yeah.
and I just don't even want it, so I don't have to
Yeah,
worry about
That's
that.
true.
I agree with that for sure. And like 1 million subscribers, think about all the relationships
That's
you
so
can have.
true.
Yeah, and how much you can impact.
How much
so many
influence.
people.
I know.
That is.
So many
Oh my
people.
You can
goodness.
share.
Like I can't even fathom that.
No, I can't either. I really can't. So,
And you'd probably make money if you have 1 million subscribers. You're gonna make money.
yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's like you have 1 million subscribers, but you don't make.
Yeah, and then if you like wanted to open up a boutique, you already have customers like who like your
Yeah,
style
and who trust you.
and that trust you, and so
Yeah.
you can do so many business things with that. Anyway,
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Do you guys put ketchup on your eggs?
Oh yeah.
I love ketchup
Do you?
on my eggs. It's
I don't.
so good.
You don't? Yeah, I don't.
Ketchup
really
and hot sauce.
anymore. Kyle loves hot sauce.
Tabasco. So
Yeah.
it's good.
I used to when I was little. I used to eat mac and cheese with ketchup.
Oh, me too. That's
Did?
good.
It's so good. I don't do it anymore, but
I
it was
remember-
I used to eat hot sauce and mac and cheese.
You did? Okay,
I was
so
a weird
it's not
child.
that weird though.
I remember-
But what's one Bible verse that you keep close to your heart?
I was thinking.
The one I just posted on Instagram, it's like, I'm just gonna look it up. Okay. It's do not be afraid, for I have ransomed you. I have called you by name, you are mine. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. When you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown. When you walk through the fire of oppression, you will not be burned up. The flames will not consume you.
I love that one.
Yeah, that just helps me, like, I don't know, like, just know, like, no matter what happens while we're here, like, God's gonna be protecting me.
Mine, I would say it's Proverbs something. I'll look it up. But it's like, guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. That is really what I had to tell myself whenever, like, I'm just, like, going through a hard time. Or if I'm really good about, like, how do I phrase this? Like, in relationships, I put all of my, like, I give, like, 110% in, like, friendships, relationships, or whatever. And sometimes, most of the time, I don't get that back, like, just through, whether it's just a normal friend or whatever. And so that has been really hard for me because I always just get hurt.
Yeah.
So I had to learn to, like, just start saying, like, no to things. Not, like, bad things, but just something that needed to, like, guard my heart. Like, it was exhausting me from wearing myself out from always
Giving.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay, I was right. It's Proverbs 4:23. Above all else, guard your heart, for, well, this is the NIV, for everything you do flows from it. But my favorite is, for it is the wellspring of life.
I think my favorite verse is so cliche.
That's
but
okay.
it's when me and Kyle were going through the breakup, actually. Like, I was crying one day and I was at a friend's house crying. That's embarrassing. But I saw on her wall, it said Jeremiah 29:11. And back then I never heard that verse. And so it says, for I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in a future. And that was just like a light bulb went off in my head, and I was like, whoa, I needed that right now. Like, that verse was the only thing that got me through my breakup. And I felt God closer than ever when I read that verse on her wall. And so that was really cool for me.
That's awesome.
I love that. I really do too. It's so good.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget okay. Don't forget to go check out their channels. I'll have everything linked in the description box down below. Go subscribe to them because these girls are amazing. So I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.